So, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm sure you have. There seems to be amongst some people a general malaise, a general we don't care. Kind of like there's no sin, there's no right, there's no wrong. So let's just cut up and spiritual shenanigans are the call of the day. So let's talk about it. Greetings, everyone. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the I Am Mantras. Today's mantra: I am love. I am love. I was born in love. I will die in love. I am love, for I can be nothing else. I am caring, giving, protective, honest, true, stable, grounded, centered, driving, and determined. I am in the image of source energy, which is love. Therefore, so love I am. So it is uttered, so it is. So, greetings and high frequencies. I noticed that around the time of 2020, when everything was pretty much on lockdown, that a lot of our spiritual metaphysical centers had to obviously close and consequently disappeared, a lot of them. Some were sophisticated enough to go online, and others actually survived 2020. So, along with this apparent schism where the OGs, you can call them that, were kind of having a falling away, there was a new set on the rise, and that's when I came in. And that's when a lot of us came in. 2021, 22, 23, 24, and we're still coming in. I'd like to call this talk the false light matrix versus the true light. Now, as I said before, there's a growing, well, not growing, they exist already. The OGs, so to speak. They've been here for 15 years, 20 years, sometimes 30 years. And so they have developed a sort of a cavalier attitudes towards this, towards the I am movement, towards metaphysical attributes and ventures. And so consequently, because they have this deep spiritual knowledge, they feel that, well, there's no sin, so I could do whatever. Well, Source is not going to judge anyone. Source is not going to condemn or uh, judge. I mean, Source does not judge. Source simply loves us, no matter what we do, say what, or don't say. We do what we want to do. Source just loves us because Source knows ultimately we're all returning back to Source. That's the beautiful thing, right? But when we look at the general malaise, I call it, with the OGs, let's just say, they seem to have an I don't care attitude. And it's sad, it's tragic, and I think that comes from familiarity and a lack of seriousness about this mission that we all share, we all have: frequency, the elevation of frequency, and the maintenance of such. That's the important thing, maintaining, right? At the highest. So, as the previous dispensation is waning. And I say this because I don't know if you noticed, but take a look around and you'll see that many of the OGs in the spiritual movement are now returning to Christianity, returning to other religions. Believe it or not, they're actually doing this. And you might ask, how? The false light matrix. That's what it is. You see, when your foundations are built on untruths or half truths, then there's nothing holding you when you become offended, when you see things that go against what you previously thought to be true. In psychology, we have a name for that. Cognitive dissonance. There's an inner battle, a conflict. And so they throw the baby out with the bath water, so to speak. And it's it's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing. It just is. However, we do need them here in the movement. But the beautiful thing is they have gravitated to what resonates with them, and they can continue to do their work where they're at within these religious circles, because they know not to become a part of the rigidity that is religiosity. So they have found their communities, their niche, and so we hope they're happy. But that is a thing. There is a steady flow of once thriving metaphysical, spiritual people that are now religious people. And then enter 2021, 22, 23, my time. And more than likely, your time as well. We're new to this. Somehow, though, we are true to this. Because we feel that we have wasted a lot of time, we're not messing around. When I became aware of this through Abraham Hicks, I binge watched Abraham Hicks. Creating your own reality? I was there for that. I mean, how amazing is that, right? And it worked. I manifested a beautiful condominium for myself and my two beautiful children. My eldest daughter was living in Toronto, Canada at the time. So, creating your own reality, manifesting your own reality, I proved it to be so. And then along came the era of the life map. And those of you that have your life map, you know that stuff is real. What the life map does for you is it refreshes your memory. It jogs your memory. It does not implant memories that are not there or implant false memories. That is not possible. One thing I do realize about your life map, the life map, my life map, is that we've been remembering all the time. And that's how I confirmed that this life map stuff, oh, it's real. It's real. I've been remembering for the past over 20 years, and my life map just confirmed everything. And of course, it's a beautiful thing when you're able to cross remembrances off on your life map as you go. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. I'm sure you do too. So I encourage everyone to get your life map reading. It's so worth it, and it's an instrumental tool here on our spiritual journeys. Now, in comparison to the OGs, those of us that are new to this and true to this take source seriously. We do. We may look, I don't know, haphazard or impulsive. Oh no, impulsivity has nothing to do with this. You see, it's been years, decades in the making because we've all been remembering all our lives. So when the light switch goes on, well, you just, like I said, I binge watch Abraham Hicks. You're just about that life. You are dedicated to the upliftment of your being, every aspect, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, on fleek. Meditation, an hour, an hour and a half a day. You can't help but hear from Source. And when we do hear from Source, those of us that are new to this and true to this, we act right away. I mean, without hesitation, because we just know. And when you know that you know, no one can stop you. The beautiful thing about knowing your path and learning who you are is that you don't need validation from anyone. It took me a minute to learn that. But the truth needs no validation. The truth of who you are, the truth of your reality needs no validation, only Source, which is you. And the exciting thing is the synchronicities. They're just everywhere. They're everywhere, literally. When you are in tuned, when your frequency is at its highest, when you're maintaining the highest frequency for yourself, the synchronicities, I'm sure you'll agree, are staggering. They're just here, there, everywhere. When you're on your path, it truly is a beautiful thing. And so, never mind the naysayers, never mind those that, you know, look at you as a little off, somewhat arrogant, perhaps. Because when you know that you know, and you have the confidence and you have the self love, that's key. That's number one. You can't do anything, really, without self love. It brings about stagnation when you do not first love yourself. And yes, it is possible to love yourself. Absolutely. Without it, without self love, there's stagnation, there's a feeling of depression, overwhelm, a feeling of not being good enough, not being able to complete your mission. And that's unfortunate. But being here, being new to this and true to this mission, this I am movement, we realize that everything is a choice. Those that are seemingly falling away, that's their choice. So we're not here to proselytize anyone, knock on doors, and say, do you know Source? No, because we all know Source. We are all Source. So let's not attempt to interfere with anyone's freedom of choice and anyone's personal path. Sending them love and light is all we need to do. And leading by example. In other words, we mind our own frequency and all will be well. So it is uttered, so it is.